Hello, dear friends. I'm Grandma Jeannie. Welcome back to my workshop. You'll never guess what I'm doing tonight. Oh, yes, you will. I'm starting work on another dollhouse. You're going to love this one. It's a beauty, and I've got something really special I'm going to do with it. So this is what we're working on today. This is the Marks Tea Ranch house. This is from 1953, and it is a beauty, and it is really big. Look, there's the nursery, bathroom. It's got the black floor, bedroom, and then back here is the living room. And you can see this house is T-shaped, which is why it's been nicknamed the Tea Ranch or the Tea Rancher. Very mid-century modern. Look at that floor with the yellow and blue tile floor in the kitchen. So I don't mind a challenge, but this house is going to be easy. It just needs cleaned, and it's got one or two finishing touches we'll do after we clean it. I always like to review my cleaning process in case I have somebody that's not watched me do this before. I start with a paper towel and I spray my non-sudsy cleaner right on it. You can use something like this, a spray 9 cleaner. This bottle I actually have filled it up with Awesome Cleaner from the Dollar Tree. Something like 409 would also work. Spray directly on your paper towel, not in your house. You don't want to have the chance that you'll get any moisture in there that would cause rust. Don't rub too hard and don't use too much liquid. Don't rub in one spot too long. I like to do a test spot first, like on the bottom. Make sure you're not getting any reaction from the metal or the paint. Once you know it's not getting sticky or tacky or you're not removing paint, you should be good to go. You can just watch me while I get this one cleaned up. That was not real dirty, but it certainly had a benefit from a good cleaning. It's a lot better now. I've turned this around so you can see the pretty front side of this house. I have cleaned it all. There were two spots that took a little extra attention. One of them I've already done. The other one I wanted to share with you. There's a spot right here where there had been a label, maybe a price tag at one time, and there was also a spot on the other side like that. I'm able to just gently rub that. It's not hardened adhesive. And then on the other side, I was able to gently rub it and scrape that off. So I'm going to do that same thing here. And then this house is going to be clean. It's missing almost no paint, but there is a spot right there where the grass has been, I don't know, scraped off or something. So I'm going to fill that in with some green paint. I've got my palette out here and I put a little bit of dark green and a little bit of a more lighter Kelly green on my palette. Now this is like an old cutting board I had, and I've covered it with freezer paper. So after I get quite a few paint dabs on here, I can just rip that off, throw it away, and start with a fresh clean palette. I'll cover it again. So I've got some of this really dark green. I think I might tap that on first, and then I'll go back and put some of the light green on there so it looks a little bit more a little more textured, just like the rest of it is. I've got that spot done and I am pretty happy with it. Now when it dries, I'll look at it again, but I think it's okay. There's just a few other tiny spots along here that could use a little bit of green, so I think I will do that. That might be all we need to do. One more thing, this house originally had a TV antenna with it that hooks up here to the top of the chimney. Of course, through the years, those are often lost, but there's a gentleman that reproduces these with a 3D printer, and I'm going to put the name of his Etsy shop here on the screen. He makes this as well as other dollhouse replacement parts for these vintage dollhouses. But I wish instead of being white, it was like silver or metallic gray. Let's see what we can do. Perfect. It's done and in place. Doesn't that look great? This house needs one more thing. It came with a cupola that goes over here on the top of the house. And I have that cupola, and it's complete with a weather vane. Now the weather vane is a replacement from that same Etsy shop that I painted red, but the cupola is original to the house. Okay, it is done. I love it, and I'm so glad you were here with me. I'm glad to have that house done. I'll be able to pass that on to another collector now that it's back in good shape. Thanks so much for joining me. Remember, Grandma Jeannie loves you.